BTS RM.
Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure, and it's really nice and comfy here.
Can you tell me what you're wearing today and why you chose these particular clothes?
So this is the new season of Prada. It's also one of my favorite brand. Yeah, leading by Raf Simons, and he's also my favorite. And to be honest, I'm really these days I'm really counting on my stylist, which is my friend. Shout out to Kim, and he recommended this shirt because usually I really like this kind of muted and bleached, dyeings from the natural elements. So with this color, I feel really natural and myself.
Yeah, it's such an important thing that clothes,
Yes.
they have the power to really free you from self-consciousness.
Sometimes.
And you're the leader of BTS, one of the biggest bands of all time. And you've sold over 40 million albums, and you're the only band since the Beatles to have 3 number-1 albums in a year. And you have a humility that's not associated normally with pop music. And I wondered why that's important to you.
I think I never had a wish to be this big. When you become an artist or an influencer, then sometimes you really want to reach as many as you can. So when you are in the middle of the pop music industry, particularly, it feels really easy to be just interrupt and to be feeling like you have to make people happy and you have to do better on the charts, and you're in the mainstream, so you should keep your influence and impact by the numbers and stuff. But why I chose this thing, maybe it's not that I chose. Somebody gave this thing to me, and if there's a reason, then I have a belief that it should be still starting from the somewhere else, not you're trying to give people something. It should be rooted from where you are right now and what you are going through in your actual life and the influences, the inspirations you're having from the life itself. So I think it's all about balance. Now, I'm in the middle of the pop industry, so I have to keep the balance, try to keep the distance from the numbers and impact itself, and try to get close to the nature and all those kind of things that are not related to this such a fast era.
Yeah, so you can stay connected to the idea that is your inspiration.
Yes, because as a young man, I'm 31 by the way, it is really not that easy to be, not to be interrupted by all those shorts and reels and clips.
Yeah.
It makes me really nervous and making me feel like I have to do something every day, every time I have to leave something, but it's gone so fast. So I have my biggest fear for those waves coming through so fast.
If anyone in your family, was there anyone whose style influenced you?
My father wanted to be a cartoon artist. I don't know what it is called in English. He wanted to draw cartoons, but at that time in Korea, we were really poor and we got nothing. So my grandmother stopped him from what he really wanted to do. And my mother was a teacher. So I think my father had some such craving and eager for something else except studies and jobs and stuff. So he was really quite supportive for what I was trying to do, which is music.
Yeah.
And my mother, she was really always trying to give me the stability and telling me not to challenge too much, just be in the safe zone. And I was like a small, like a clock pin going back and forth with my father and mother. So I think I've learned the balance from my parents. And they were such great parents to me.
Because you've described experiencing Stendhal syndrome, where looking at certain works of art and feeling overwhelmed by the intensity of what you see. And I wondered if you'd ever had those kind of intense and extreme reactions to any fashion.
I still remember when I first looked at the clothes of Rick Owens.
Yeah.
I remember like in 2014 or 15, I got no money. I couldn't afford any piece of Rick, but I still remember when I first entered the store of Rick Owens in Seoul. So there was a big sculpture of him, of course.
Yeah.
And all those like black waves and darkness of his world. And the silhouettes, they were really elegant. And I think that was the first time that I've got like such like a Stendhal syndrome for clothes. And I first realized that, a color called black could be various like this. And I got shocked.
That's such a great description, because he's just so evocative, and everything he does is so provocative and also so moving, really, isn't it?
I still love his clothes and, of course, his words. One of my favorite quotes from his Fashion Neurosis was that, it went viral. Maybe like the people who don't care about fashion, fashion is not their priorities, and it could be hot.
Yeah.
I love that quote.
I know. He's so great. I'm so glad you enjoyed that. It was my first... He was my first guest. And he was like a talisman. So it's lovely that he comes back into our conversation.
He is amazing.
And being visible from such a young age, how much of your identity do you hide or reveal through what you wear?
I describe it as a life of an undercover. It's like you be a thief at night and act like a police officer in the daytime. And I think I had a tough time for long to just admit it. Because when I was in my 20s, I thought that I should have an edge, and I should be defined and described as just like a one edge. But as time passed by, and I got to realize that a human being and an identity could be really, it's always like so much of a complex and complicated. And it was all about the contradictions and dualities. So I'm still fighting with all those contradictions, that how much should I reveal myself to the others, to the public? Or how much should I hide my privacy? Or, I'm still figuring out what to show and what to hide.
Yeah.
But I think the best way to reveal your real things is the art itself. For me, it's music. So I'm trying to reveal my bad things and demons I want to spit out as music.
Yeah. I suppose that's what people can really relate to as well, because there is no such thing as a completely pure person. It's such a comforting thing to hear that described in music.
Yes, it's amazing that, when we see the great artists, their personal story could be universal. I think that's the beauty of an art. That when it comes to a painter, a sculptor, or a fashion designer, architect, novelist, musician, their personal histories and their ways of dealing with their own trials and hardships in their lives. But all we could witness is their results and their final pieces of their digestion. And I think that is so beautiful to watch, and I always wanted to be someone like that.
Well, you are. I mean, you seem...
I'm trying.
Yeah, I suppose that is the difference maker is that we try and it continue, that's the thing that drives us forward. And you come across as a very thoughtful person, and you cite a lot of literary influences from writers like, including George Orwell and Murakami and even Carl Jung. And I wondered, what was the first book that changed your life?
Well, just to add, I think I read much more when I was younger. All those social media keeps making me not to read books.
Yeah.
It's getting really harder and harder to watch cinemas and read books these days because I feel like bored sometimes. I could watch the movies on Netflix and we could always stop. So these days, sometimes it feels like a luxury to go to a theater and make our phone to an airplane mode.
Yeah.
You just lead it by a single director's intentions and artistry. It's it's becoming more rarer and rarer experience these days. So I think my first book, like a Stendhal syndrome, was for books. I think it was Damien, if it's right, by Hermann Hesse.
Yeah.
Because I think I discovered the essence and the reality of my jealousy.
Oh, so interesting. Yeah.
Because Damien is being described like a perfect human being, very ideal type of human being. And the phrases, the start was really powerful, like about the bird and the egg, about the abraxas. So I think I've read it over like 4 or 5 times.
Really? Gosh.
When I was young. I think I should read it again. Because
I want to read it now. You're describing it. It's
for me, it felt like a school life at that time. The bad feelings and like jealousy I've had for the kids, the friends I have in my class. Like very tall, very handsome, very smart, or like, very good at sports, who's always popular from the girls. So I could reflect on my real life, even though I was a teenager at that time.
It's such a good book to have found because jealousy can be such a thwarting and crushing feeling. I remember my shrink saying to me, I was talking about feeling how bad I felt to feel competitive with someone. And he said, well, you can treat it as a game and to read something at that young age, so kind of philosophical, and also that it's actually not that bad to feel jealous. It's part of finding out what you can handle. It seems an amazing book. How did you find that book?
It was being treated like a classic and very, very recommended by the parents and teachers. My parents always took me to the city library every weekend. So they just naturally gave me the chance to reach all those great answers and interesting results of the ancestors.
Yeah. Because you have the demeanor of a man with the burden of the leadership and how to use his power in a conscientious way. And I wondered, how do you deal with the loneliness that comes with being a leader?
It's still hard because I was the member of the team, the band, and the label did give me a lot of burden to put the team together as a team. We had such different backgrounds from different cities and different tastes, different dreams. So I think I was really like overwhelming or very like a powerful type of like bossy type of leader for the first like 8-9 years. But as the team got bigger and they have their own names and careers, it just didn't work out anymore. Of course, I mean, they grew up a lot. Also, after that, I've changed the way to communicate. I think a leader is just like this. For example, everybody is lying on the couch and the window is open and it's too cold. So somebody has to close it. But nobody wants to because it's too comfy here lying on the couch. It's so annoying. If one single person has to stand up and get off the couch and walk a few steps to close the door, then I think that's what a leader does for every part of the team. That's all.
That's a huge thing, isn't it?
It is a huge thing for some situations.
I suppose you, by getting up to close the window, you risk losing your place on the cozy couch. And it is the act of courage and confidence as well.
So I think it's basically really just annoying to be a leader, but it's like I just couldn't let anybody do it because I was like, if somebody has to do it, then it should be me. And because I just can't watch somebody else just doing it. And if it's not working out as I expected, then I could be more stressed out. So I think that's why. And when they sometimes just tell me that I know your efforts and I'm really happy to have a leader like you, all those stress, they're gone. So that's the beauty of the team.
Yeah. And you're constantly surprising in your artistic references. And I noticed you had Kim Gordon's Bye Bye on playing on one of your Instagram posts. And I love that.
I know she was also on Fashion Neurosis.
Yes, she was.
And I think and everyone knows she's the coolest grandmother in the world.
I know, she is.
I don't want to call her a grandma, but
I think
she's the coolest.
She is. Is it like, because I love that, her music, that sort of punk music, that was my generation. And if I wanted to listen to a Korean singer who embodied that kind of crackle and tension and sort of thing that she has, who would you recommend?
Really, really strong and intense. You should listen to No Brain.
No Brain, okay.
You could already feel the
I get it already.
The band is called No Brain.
Yeah.
I think the coolest grandfather who's still ongoing, like Kim Gordon, his name is Kim Chang-wan. And he was also in a band called Sanullim, which is translated as The Echoes of the Mountain. It's like Sonic Youth of Kim Gordon.
Wow. Yeah.
I think it's very psychedelic, but I think he's truly one of the best Korean artists in the history. So I would recommend you No Brain and Kim Chang-wan.
Okay, I'm going to check them out. That's exciting. What does self-discipline mean to you, and when does it feel strengthening, and when does it feel restrictive?
Sometimes I feel like I'm too much of a control freak for myself. Just like, you must not get lazy. It's not the time to chill out. Like, for example, I think the tour is one of the final completion of a musician because it's a total package of music, performance, choreographies, and visuals, and most importantly, the fans. And we have this such communion, eye to eye and face to face. But once the tour starts, I was forgetting about this because it's been almost 7 years that we haven't been on tour because of the COVID and the military.
Oh, yes.
And so it was in a while. And the tour started 3 months ago, and I got to realize, like, man, I have so much time. But it's such a, I have to use lots of energy to do this. So most of the time, except the actual concerts, I'm like exhausted.
Yeah.
But I always try to go out, like, for example, here I'm in London, so I'm planning to go to a Hayward Gallery to see the Anish Kapoor's exhibition. And I jump too much in the tour, so my legs, they always hurt so much. So it's really hard to walk, just walk. But I always push myself, like, when could you see this place or exhibition if it's not now? So my self-discipline is just always about those two things. Like, am I controlling myself too much? No, it's okay, you could chill out. It's been 15 years. You always waited for this moment. Nah, the world is flowing too fast. You have to push it more. No, you have to chill out. Bro, please chill out. So a friend of mine told me, I just hope you live the life of an undercover, like, even more. Like, push it to the edge even more. Like, when you are in the team, just do all those stuff like a pop star. You should enjoy it. But when you just come back to your, like, a private time, just be yourself, say anything, spit it out. You could do both roles even more and more and better. Just don't try to combine it together. I think that's where your insecurity comes from. And that helped me really much. But it's really hard just to do that sometimes.
It's a great bit of advice, I must say. Because on your album, Arirang, you have a song called Normal.
Yes.
And I wondered, what rituals do you have to create normality when there's less of it around in your life? And because I noticed on your video when you were showing the art that you made your bed, and I wondered if that was one of your rituals and what rituals you use to ground yourself.
To turn off, right? The word, sometimes a language or a single word could define your entire world. So just my obsession with a word, normality, that was the way, one of the best way to, like, get away from it. Like, you should be normal. You should just be one of them. Because I am living like a strange life. But as I got to, like, obsess with the, like, oh, I want to be like a normal person. Like, I just want to be one of them. And as I got so obsessed with it, I think it just runs away from me even more.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to stop thinking about normality.
It's a really good idea.
You should turn yourself off. You should be private. You should not be noticed. I am trying to get away from it.
Well, thank you so much, RM, for being on Fashion Neurosis. And it's just been wonderful to listen to you and to connect with everything that you've talked about. It's really...
It's such an honor to be here. And I might be the first Korean.
I am so honored to have you here.
Happy.
And I just think there's something magical that you've done with your music, that you managed to touch people from such a huge age range. That is really a huge talent, the talent of a leader that you clearly manifest.
I always